Hi guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome to another episode of Motorhome Monday. Cue the dog barking behind us.
Always a dog or a helicopter.
Who knows, crazy as life goes, that we'll write a story we tell to a very own. So let's live, lost in the moment, taking it all in as we go.
This week for Motorhome Monday, we are going to talk about how we RV all wrong.
Yep.
We have been told by many people that we are horrible RVers and we have no idea how to truly enjoy RVing. So we're going to talk about that. We have put almost 7,000 miles on our RV since we've had it, 6 months, about 7,000 miles, which is quite a lot. According to a lot of people, that's too many miles and we're going too fast and we can't enjoy ourselves. We're enjoying ourselves and we like the pace that we've been on. The only time we didn't enjoy the pace was when we were rushing to get to Texas.
Yep. And we've since fixed that.
When we were rushing to get to Texas so Jonathan could take the RV tech class. That was a little bit dicey, but now I think if we did the exact same trip, it wouldn't be so bad because we're more used to traveling in the RV. The dogs are more used to traveling in the RV. So now driving 5 or 6 hours in a day isn't as bad, especially for me, because when my seat gets really uncomfortable or I'm really tired or anything like that, I just go lay down in the back with the dogs and go sleep. And Jonathan loves driving, so it's a win for both of us. So as far as we're concerned, we're not going too fast. We are doing everything exactly the way we want to do it. There is no right or wrong way. Contrary to what many have told us, there is no right or wrong way to enjoy RVing, but that was one of the things we've been told.
Yeah, and for us, really, the way we travel, the way we've always traveled, the journey of getting there, and this was our tagline for the longest time, the journey is the destination. We love just traveling, and we love the road trips, and we love being on the road, and all of the random things you see on the side of the road, and we will literally just see something and go, hey, we should stop. And we do.
It's a little harder in the RV to do that, but some things we've marked on the calendar that we'll have to go back to. Other things you actually can turn around and go back. Some things, like when we did Highway 50, the loneliest highway in America, there were things that we didn't go look at with the RV because they were down hectic dirt roads. And we weren't going to do that with the RV, so we would need to go back to those specific things with a regular vehicle.
Yeah.
So that we're not dragging the RV through crazy, although we did do that in Utah once. And I was literally standing in the back of the RV while Jonathan was driving on the dirt in Utah, and I was holding cabinets closed and keeping the dogs on the couch. And I was laughing the entire time because it was hilarious, but
I was only going like 5 miles per hour, but
it was just giant holes in the dirt. But it was worth it because we got to where we wanted to get to see this amazing view in Utah. But we're not anxious to do that again, although it was kind of funny. It didn't bother us, but it's probably not great for the RV. So
no.
But
and I am looking down because I wanted to show you guys we do think about all the places that we want to stop. So let me see if I can get my phone to focus on my phone. So every time we go by somewhere or we read about something, we put a pin in Google My Maps. And
or if you guys suggest something that you think we should stop and see, we add it to our map, whether it's a restaurant, a museum, somewhere to boondock, an RV park, whatever it is.
The world's biggest ball of yarn.
Whatever it is, we mark it on that calendar, and eventually we'll go see them all. Yeah. The second thing we've recently heard is that there is no way that we could be comfortable in the small space that we are in a 30-foot Class C with 3 dogs and both of us. I disagree.
Yeah, it's been extremely comfortable, and actually in some cases so comfortable that we didn't want to come back to the house.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned that a couple weeks ago about the bed and how comfortable the bed is. So, but just overall, the RV is just really comfortable. The only thing uncomfortable is the passenger seat in the front, and then like I said, I can just always go sit in the back. So yeah, it's comfortable.
And if anybody has any recommendations on what we can do, I've seen a lot of replacements available for those E450 front seats. But if somebody has an idea that they have done, let us know, because I am actually looking for something a little more comfortable, especially for her, because those truck seats are not super comfortable. And we've tried some of the little lumbar support things and the memory foam butt cushion stuff. So.
I think I would be more comfortable if I wasn't so tall, to be honest. But because I'm 5'11", it's not the most comfortable thing, but it's fine. I can just sit in the back, and we've figured that out, and that's made it 100 times better when we're traveling. So, and the dogs love it when I'm in the back with them anyway. So it's a win. The other thing that a couple people have commented is, aren't you embarrassed to be driving around in a big white box?
Nope.
I wouldn't say embarrassed is the right word. I'm looking forward to getting the graphics done, and we know what we're going to do. It's just now it's finding the time to do them, because we already know what we're going to do and what the name of our RV will be. It's just finding the time now to do the graphics correctly, because we're going to do them ourselves, because Jonathan knows how to do them and it's cheaper. And so we will do them ourselves. It's just finding the time to do it now that he's back to work is going to be tough. So I do wish there were graphics on the side, because it does kind of look like, like a delivery truck or something. But I'm not embarrassed.
No.
What cracks me up is when we go to an RV park and we park somewhere and people kind of look at us like, what is that? And then they peek inside and they're like, wow, like this is crazy, because it's so nice inside. And so it's, don't judge a book by its cover.
For those of you guys, that are car buffs, I would call it a sleeper. It's got like the Bondo and stuff like that on the outside. Ours doesn't have any Bondo, but and then you crack the hood open, it's got like a Boss 302 or just you pick your favorite muscle car engine. So
the last thing that I have been told or people have mentioned to me is that we don't stay in one place long enough to enjoy it. I don't agree with that either, for us. Now, we're not saying that the way that we do things is the right way. It's the right way for us. We aren't big fans of sitting in one spot. I can't even imagine if we, when we go full-time RV, that we are going to sit in one spot for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. I can't imagine, because we get bored so quickly.
Yeah.
And 1 or 2 days, maybe 3 in an RV park is about it for us. And then we're bored and we're ready to move on. So
yeah. I mean, unless we're going there, like once we start going down the path of full timing again, unless I'm going somewhere for work, and I'm going to be there for a week or 2 or whatever, that's a completely different story. Then then
we don't have a choice.
Right. Yeah. But as far as camping and stuff like that, I don't know, maybe it'll be different, and somebody will probably say this, but definitely probably. Once we have a car and we can base out of one location and travel to different areas, maybe it's different. So
I don't know. We haven't having the RV and not having a tow vehicle has not. This is a big question we've gotten. Is not having a tow vehicle stopped us from doing anything we've wanted to do, and it has not.
No. Nothing.
Everything we've been able to do, we've been able to find a place to park the RV, or walk to where it was, like the Lake Tahoe RV park, the Thousand Trails we were at. We could walk to restaurants. We could walk across the street to do anything we wanted to do without having to move the RV. We're also not opposed to unhooking and driving the RV somewhere. Yeah. It takes us 15 minutes to be ready to go in the RV, like unhook the outside, put a couple things away on the inside, and be done in about 15 minutes. We can drive away. So we've done that too, where we've left an RV park and then gone back and then hooked back up again, because that takes another 15 minutes and it's not a big deal.
I usually just let them know at the front entrance, we're leaving but we're coming back. Yeah. And then they don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it could change, but we have never traveled that way. We are huge road trippers. We've road tripped to 28 states before having the RV. We are starting over the count now with the RV, but prior to the RV, we road tripped through 28 and stayed in 28 states. Road tripped through plenty of other ones, but we didn't count them because we didn't stay there. And the longest we stayed anywhere was we were in New York for 3 days, and that was because Jonathan had never been to New York and there's a lot to see there. So we were there for 3 days. But I mean, we're the kind of people who will drive out of our way an hour to go find the Jolly Green Giant statue that's in some random park that we heard about.
Yep.
Or, you know, what other weird things have we done? We went and found the field, as sad as this is, we went and found the field where Richie Valens and Buddy Holly died in the plane crash. And there's a little monument to them there. And we went and found that cornfield.
Yeah, and it's called the Day the Music Died Memorial, I believe it's called.
Yeah, and it's literally just a big pair of sunglasses in the middle of a cornfield. We went and drove in the middle of nowhere to find one of the bridges from Madison County.
Yep. Actually, the most out of the way thing I think we've gone to find, and it took about half hour of driving through the barren desert, was we went and we found one of the original atomic test sites.
Oh yeah, here in California.
Yeah, here in California. So
we love things like that. We'll drive just to go look at something for half an hour because it's cool or it's different. We're not, yeah, we do some of the touristy things, but other than Disney parks, we've never been to, I mean, here in California, we've been to Universal and Knott's, but we've never been to any other amusement parks. We don't go to like aquariums. We don't do like the typical touristy stuff. We like to find the out of the way weird stuff.
Did we stop at Dollywood? Did we actually go into Dollywood?
No.
We didn't. Okay, we drove by it, so we didn't go in though.
We're just not, that's just not our travel style. We just like to find the weird and obscure things that most people aren't going to find. In the middle of Nebraska, we were driving on some 2-lane farm road and somebody had put out a rest area, and it was just hay bales and there was a toilet and it said free Wi-Fi, and it was really funny, and it was just on someone's farm. Those are the kind of things that we love to find, you know? And that's just always been our travel style. We don't mind driving, you know, an hour, 2 hours to go find something that most people wouldn't find, just because it's cool to look at and get some photos of it and know that you had seen it. I don't know, it's just our travel style. So as far as we're concerned, there is no wrong way to RV, because you RV the way you want to RV, and there's nothing wrong with it. So if you want to stay in an RV park for 3 weeks and a month or 2 months or whatever, and you like that, do it.
If you want to go out to Quartzsite and spend 3 months in Quartzsite,
do it.
Yeah.
Who are we to tell you how to RV any more than you are to tell us how we should RV and that we're doing it all wrong? But apparently we do a lot of things wrong according to YouTube comments. So just add it to the list of things that we do wrong. So I guess that's it for this Motorhome Monday. Thank you guys all for being on our journey. We really do appreciate you. We are trying to get back on a schedule like we said on Friday. It's a little tough, but we are trying, and we are not wearing the same clothes that we were wearing for the Friday video. It's just your imagination.
Pay no attention.
So pay no attention to what's going on here. And
I know if you hadn't said anything, people are going to go back and watch the Friday video.
Well, you should watch the Friday video because, you know, my hair looks good today, and, you know,
it looks great on Friday too.
And we're wearing the same outfit. So anyways, we hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Have a great week, and we will see you on Friday. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay positive, test negative.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Who knows, crazy as life goes, that we'll write a story we tell to a very own. So let's live, lost in the